When I first started practicing as an attorney, I thought my job was to protect what founders had already built. Someone comes to me with a business, a name, a logo, and my job was to put the legal armor on it. But what I kept seeing over and over again was founders coming to me after the damage was done, after someone filed a trademark on their business name, after a competitor copied their brand identity, after they spent years and real money building something they didn't actually own. And the thing that broke my heart wasn't the legal issue. It was that the gap between them and the people who had protection wasn't talent. It wasn't even strategy. It was access. They just didn't know what to do, didn't know it mattered yet, and didn't think they were big enough for it to matter. That's what pushed me from becoming just an IP attorney into becoming a brand strategist because I realized the legal work means nothing if the brand itself isn't built right. And a beautiful brand means nothing if it isn't protected. They go together. You cannot have one without the other. And then AI started changing everything. And at first, I'll be honest, I watched it the way a lot of attorneys do, careful with skepticism. And what I saw wasn't a threat to the legal side of what I do, but I saw was the first real opportunities for founders who couldn't afford a full brand team to actually build something solid, something intentional, something they could own. So if you're building a business right now and you're trying to figure out how to use AI without getting it wrong, without creating something you can't protect, without building on what I call sand, this video is for you. This is everything I wish someone had shown my clients before they came to me with a problem instead of a plan. I want to break this down for you in 3 layers because AI can do a lot, but it can't do everything. And knowing the difference is what separates founders who build brands that last from the ones who build brands that have to be rebuilt. Okay, so the first layer, build your brand, what AI can do for you now. Layer 2, protect your brand where AI helps and where the law takes over. Layer 3, own everything. That's the strategy piece no one talks about. Layer 1, build your brand, what AI can do for you right now. Okay, let's start with building. This is where most founders are already experimenting with AI, and honestly, this is where it shines. Brand messaging, positioning, identifying who your ideal client is, and how to talk to them. AI can help you draft, test, and refine messaging in a fraction of the time it used to take. You can use it to run positioning exercises, develop your brand voice guide, map out your content pillars. But here's the thing I tell every founder I work with. AI can generate options, but it cannot generate your story. It cannot replace the lived experience that makes your brand specific and trustworthy. So use AI to build the scaffolding, but you have to be the voice inside. On the visual side, tools like Canva's, AI features, Adobe's, Firefly, Midjourney, these are giving small business owners access to visual branding concepts that used to require a full design agency. You can iterate on logo directions, mood boards, brand palettes, but, and this is a big but, before you fall in love with a logo direction, before you spend money on a designer to refine it, you need to know whether what you're building can actually be protected. And that brings us to layer 2, protection. This is the part that most business owners skip, not because they don't care, but because they think it's only for companies that are bigger, more established, maybe further along. And I am here to tell you that thinking will cost you. Here's what AI can actually do in the protection space. It can help you do preliminary research. You can use AI tools to search for existing trademarks, to scan for similar brands, to check domain availability across platforms. Tools like Trademark Engine, Trademark Now, or even prompting Claude or ChatGPT to help you think through brand name risk. These are accessible, affordable starting points. AI can also help you think through your IP assets. What do you actually own, or what should you own? Your brand name, your logo, your content, your course materials, your proprietary frameworks, your processes, the list goes on and on. Running an AI-assisted IP audit is something founders can start doing right now before they ever sit down with an attorney. But here's where I have to be very clear with you. AI can research. AI cannot file. AI can flag risks. AI cannot defend you. AI can generate a contract template. AI cannot tell you whether that contract actually protects you in a specific state, in your specific industry, with your specific business model. Trademark registration, copyright registration, licensing agreements, NDAs that actually hold up, these are not DIY projects. Not because attorneys want to protect their territory, but because the consequences of getting them wrong are real. I have seen founders lose the right to use their business name because they did not file in time. I have seen brand identities challenged because the trademark was filed in the wrong class. So the way I think about it is this. AI gets you prepared. An attorney gets you protected. Use both in that order. Now for layer 3, own everything. And this is the layer nobody talks about. And it's actually my favorite part. Owning your brand is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing practice. Brand management, monitoring your brand is showing up, how it is being perceived, whether someone is infringing on your identity. This used to require a full team and an expensive agency retainer. Now you have AI-powered tools that can monitor your brand mentions across the web, flag potential infringement, track how your brand is being discussed on social platforms, alert you when similar trademarks are filed. You can also use automations to keep your brand consistent. Tools that ensure your social presence, your email communication, your client-facing documents all reflect the same brand voice and visual identity. That consistency is not cosmetic. Consistent brands are more trustworthy. More trustworthy brands convert better. It's that direct. And then there's reputation management, which is brand management in real time. AI tools can now help you monitor reviews, respond to sentiment shifts, flag potential PR issues before they become a crisis. For small and mid-sized businesses, this is the kind of capability that used to live inside Fortune 500 companies. And this is really the heart of the ownership operating system. The framework I use with every client is not just about having a brand, it's about owning every piece of it. Your revenue system, your operational clarity, your brand strategy, and IP protection all working together. Builders chase what's next, owners design what lasts. Okay, so let's bring this all together. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. AI has made brand building more accessible than it has ever been, and that is a genuine gift for every small business owner who couldn't afford to hire a full brand team. But accessible does not mean unprotected. It does not mean you can skip the legal layer. It means you can show up more prepared, more informed, and more strategic than ever before. So here's what I want you to walk away with. Use AI to build your brand, your messaging, your voice, your visual direction. Let it generate options so you can make better decisions faster. Use AI to prepare for protection, preliminary research, IP audits, scanning for risk, then bring in legal support to actually lock it down. Use AI and automation to manage your own brand, monitor your presence, stay consistent, protect your reputation in real time. And through all of it, remember that your brand is not just your logo or your website. It is your intellectual property. It is your reputation. It is the asset that makes your business worth something beyond just the work you put in every day. That is worth owning. Now, if you're ready to start putting this to practice, I have created a free brand guide just for you. It walks you through exactly what I've talked about, building, protecting, and managing your brand. And it includes 5 free ways for you to protect your brand today before you sit down with an attorney. The link is in the description. Grab it. It's free. It's yours. And if you are at a stage where you know you need more than a guide, if you are ready to sit down and actually map out your brand strategy and your IP protection together, I want to invite you to book a call with me. The link for that is in the description too. We will look at where your brand is right now, what you're building towards, and what needs to be in place to protect it. That's what I do. That's the work. If this video was helpful, please subscribe or give it a like. I put out content every week on brand strategy, IP protection, and building a business you can actually own. Drop a comment below. Tell me one thing you're going to do this week to start building or protecting your brand with AI. I read every single one. I'm Tenicia, IP attorney and brand strategist, and your guide to building a business where you own everything. I will see you in the next one.